Hi all. So in this video I want to show you how to pattern a shape on a complex surface. So I've just drawn a few shapes here so I don't have to waste your time or mine. So the first one is this one here, and let's just have a look at it quickly. All it is two curves which are tangent to one another. All right, so that's going to be the basis for the first of our items. The second one is similarly just a curve. It could be a spline as well. It could be anything you want. It could be straight line, could be closed curve. So I'm going to project this curve onto this surface and then use that curve to do a swept boss with. So instead of using a sketch profile, we're going to use a circular profile, which as you see, it's much too big at the moment. So let's make that about 0.8. That should do it. And instead of merging, I'm going to make sure we don't merge. That's because I need to finish this shape off a bit. So I will dome this. As far as I know, you have to choose one face at a time. This is going to default to 10 normally, which is way too big. We need to divide 0.8 by 2 to get 0.4. Hit enter. That should give you a rounded off face. Let's do that again on this end. Done. Okay, so now this body is separate from that body, so that when we go to linear pattern and we get the curve driven pattern and you choose, oh wait a minute, we need to go back, we need to project this curve as well onto that surface. All right, so now we can proceed with curve-driven pattern. Did not like that. Okay, so there's my pattern, and you can see there's a little arrow here. It might be at the other end. If it is, you're not going to see anything happen. And then underneath the edge that you've chosen is the number of bodies you want. At the moment, I've got it at 13. Let's just make it 40 or something, just to show you what happens. And then these ones here, I'll show you how to use them in a second, but at the moment we are not going to use features because this is a separate body. So you need to select bodies, and then we're going to select that body there. You can see thousands of these, way too many. So let's just control that. Let's say 13. And you can use this in many other ways as well. So you can say instead of equal spacing, you can say you want a certain spacing, let's say 3, that'll space them out along the curve as far as it can go. Or you could offset curve. I forget how this works. Transform curve. And then you can go either tangent to curve, which in this case is not going to work, or align to seed like that. And then you can also decide on the face normal. Now in this case, I don't know if you can see it, but in fact, this last one's going to dip in. So if I were to leave it like that, it would dip in. Let me just show you that. You can see that they've dipped in. So the way to correct that is to select face normal, this face. That should align all of those shapes to that face. I think you have to go to tangent to curve on that one. Face normal. It doesn't seem to be choosing it. Face normal. There we go. Okay, so tangent to curve works with face normal in this case. Right. Now, these bodies are independent of that one, which means I can either add them to or subtract from. So let's go to combine. And in this case, I'm going to subtract, not add. So I can go to that as my main body and then just drag select these ones and say take one away from the other. There we go. So I've got indentations, and you can give them a fillet. And then you should be able to select sort of a pattern of them. If you just click on the next one and just choose one of these, it's that one there. Perfect. Lovely. All right. So that's one way of doing it. Let's just backtrack a bit and see if we can't get to use that same one. I want, is it the sweep? It's not that one. I think what I'm going to have to do is just draw that curve again, just to speed things up. It is in there. It's not that one. Let's just do that again. Much quicker. Sketch. Okay, so this time I'll make it a spline going from this point. That's good enough. Exit. All right, so project to curve. Project curve to face. And then we're going to use that circle, which is based on that line. It doesn't have to be, by the way, but it's easier to control. And I'm going to project, not project, I'm going to extrude. But instead of going from the sketch plane, we're going to go from the surface, this one here. Offset by about 6, that's fine. Okay, at the moment, they're connected, and I want a draft on it. So let's just go draft, neutral plane. This will be the top plane and a 4 degree, and then just choose that face to give it a draft. All right, there we go. And then you can give it a fillet as well. Let's leave it as it is. Okay, so now that feature now is not, it's not a body, it's a feature. So this is going to be a little bit quicker. I can go linear pattern, curve driven pattern, choose the curve which we've projected, and let's put the number in, equal spacing. We can change the number, or we can leave it as it is, and then you just say yes, that's what you want. Oh, okay, so if it gives you this error, you might try geometry pattern. Might work. Could not be patterned. Okay, so let me see what other thing is. Tangent to curve, align to seed. It might need, you might need to do this. That might be what it needs. All right, so there's a problem here, and I'm not sure what it is. It is solvable. I can see what it is. Okay, I've chosen only one feature, which is fillet. You need 2 features. We need the boss extrude as well. So we actually, yeah, we should be good. We should be good. There we go. Okay. Now, I don't know why it does this. I cannot figure that out. If I do figure it out, I'll let you know. But that's as far as I was able to get, and this should help you. Cheers.